All right, g'day, hi, and welcome. Okay, so I got all my money today. I got back here with the big trailer. It's the first time I took that big trailer, and I had a little bit paint cans and stuff in there, and I did really good. Didn't get any paint on me. And then when I unloaded the paint cans, I got freaking paint on me. And a little bit of paint in the box. I was like, I got all the way back here without getting paint in my truck. Well, I painted my truck, but just the box part anyway. So sorry, Thunder. It's like that's why I can't own anything nice. Right now, I got half the town cursing me because I got so much oil spray on this truck. And every time somebody comes to talk to me about it, like, oh, that's a nice truck. They lean up against it. I'm like, oil. What? I said, there's oil on my truck, and if they're wearing white, they're gonna have a really bad day. It's like the whole side of my truck is just body spray oil. I think I'd give you a nice, cool view. Make sure nobody's gonna run into me. It's a Saturday, so. That's a little bit lighter. So that trailer, I don't know what that trailer weighs, but we went down to Gaucher's and just a box. What I brought down just in this box, the good stuff, okay, would take about 4 tons of regular shred to make the same amount of money the 6.5 foot box made today. So needless to say, it was a good day for Paul and I. And then I brought his trailer back home for him, so now we can go get, we got like 10 fridges to get, 10 or 12 fridges. It's ridiculous. I did 200K so far today. That's a lot. It's a lot. It's a long day. But it's only about 11:45, so not bad. I'm gonna watch my speed. So went down, but I had about 500 pounds of good stuff like copper, aluminum, brass, number 1, number 2 copper, number 1, number 2 aluminum. It was really good. It was really good. Plus I got paid yesterday, plus I got paid for a job from Friday. So yeah, I'll be able to afford a bag of chips today. And I only spent about 60 bucks in gas. Not bad. Not bad. Divided by 2 because whenever Paul and I do a metal run, like what the original plan was to go down and just grab his trailer, but he says, well, let's take a whole bunch of metal with us while we're at it. So then it becomes a metal run, and I just grab his trailer as a benefit. So he pays 30 bucks for gas, and I paid 30 bucks for gas off the top. So we both made money today, and I like that. Tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in. All right, metal truck. So you want to start a metal truck. What should you have in your metal truck? A couple of things. This is more of a make yourself a list than anything. Like number one, you know, if you want to get into metal, you're going to need a truck. You can't really do metal with cars and SUVs and vans as easily, just because of the just because the problem you run into is just you'll destroy your vehicle. Like this guy coming here, I know him. He puts all kinds of stuff in that van, but that van is destroyed on the inside. But he pulls metal with that little van. But because they're so low to the ground, you bottom out, and you end up you mess up your shocks. Yeah. Just my brake sensor there. You mess up your shocks, and on top of that, you know, like you need a truck. So any sort of pickup truck will do, but if you have like a V6, you're going to burn it out. If you have a 4-cylinder, you're going to definitely burn it out. I know all those guys with the V6s, they're like, oh, this thing pulls good. They do pull good, but it's like when you're pulling like 1.5 tons, 2 tons, like it really, you need that displacement to keep the revs low. With the 6-cylinder, you don't have a low enough rev to not burn out the truck, right? This guy got a turn or what? You better get out of Thunder's way. All these telecommunications guys are all over the place the past couple of months. They're putting in the 5G there. Don't even get me started on that. But anyway, long story short, if you can get a full-size truck, great. You could start with anything, but a full-size will save you a lot of problems for the wear and tear. So once you got that, the next is a trailer, if you can get one. If you don't have a trailer, there's metal right there. I should stop and pick that up. But anyway, yeah, a trailer is definitely a must long term. But if you don't start with a trailer, I mean, like if I did runs like I did today by myself, like, I'm not saying I made a week's pay in one day, but I just about made a week's pay in one day. So you start doing that, you don't need the trailer, but you don't normally get all that good stuff. Like I just got a really lucky pick with my cousin. Don't worry about the beeping. He's a heating and air conditioning guy, right? And he basically, long story short, gave me, like, I don't know how many copper rads we had there, probably about a dozen or so, almost 200 pounds of copper rad. So as you would imagine, that paid pretty good. Oh, I'm gonna watch my speed here. These winter tires are slightly out of balance too, I notice. Once you get over 90, you start to get a bit of a shimmy in the truck. Yeah. When there's nothing in this truck, it flies, eh? I baby it, but it's still. The other thing you're going to need is a magnet in your truck and wire cutters. A must-have: wire cutters, good wire cutters, and a magnet. A couple of crowbars is not a bad idea. Definitely a couple of hammers. And a drill with end socket stuff. You know, something that you can take stuff apart quick. So that's basically all you really need to get started. Most of the stuff you hand bomb and you strip it down later when you get home. But some stuff, sometimes you just need that, you know, that extra little tool to take something apart, right? Hammer, you know, knock apart bed frames, that kind of stuff. And anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd make that short little video, and I wanted to give you guys the cool Mad Max view with the hood scoop there. And yeah, so I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna relax for the rest of the day. And yeah, there we go. Have yourselves a great day, eh?